So earlier, I was on a reparations panel, and you know, we were talking about reparations and how reparations should be given out. So we said not only should they give us cash reparations, but we should get land reparations. Yes, we should get not only cash but land as well. And actually, we should have a tax exemption like they give Native Americans on reservations. They should give us a tax exemption. Now, when I said this, I said it needs to be lineage based. The reason why I said it needs to be lineage based because you will have some people who did not even want to be recognized as black. All of a sudden now they want to be black. Now that there's some tangibles getting doled out. Now all of a sudden you'll have people that that didn't want to have nothing to do with black society hop back over the fence and talk about they want reparations. They weren't there when we was up here fighting for it. They was up there living in a life with white people, especially a lot of these biracials. They was living their life with white people talking about they getting the best of both worlds. So the best of both worlds, that includes them coming over if we get any kind of tangibles and them having their hands out for some so they can take it right back over there to white society, the white men that they're in relationship with, and give that money right back to them. Nope. That's why I said it got to be exemptions. And it should be exemptions. And the reason why it should be exemptions is we trying to build a thriving, build back what we lost. How the fuck we gonna build back if we lost you coming back over the fence with Becky and Susan? Or you coming back over the fence with Brad and Chad, with biracial kids who 9 times out of 10, that money go right over there back to the white society. No, when you up there in an interracial relationship with a white man or a white woman, you shouldn't be able to get tangibles. I don't give a damn, you shouldn't be able to get tangibles. And there's a reason why you shouldn't. Because we already said that wealth gonna go right back to them. That wealth gonna go right back to them. See, and that's the problem in the Native American community. Because you had all these so-called white Native Americans who can, say they had tribal membership, and a lot of Native Americans gave them tribal membership, but then give the black Native Americans nothing. They told them, well, we ain't gonna give y'all nothing. That happened a lot. That happened a lot to them tribes, them blacks, especially in Oklahoma. That happened a lot to the black members of them tribes where they were left out and said that they were, they weren't part of the slave. They would just happen to be ancestors, the children of the slaves of those ancestors. Well, I said, well then why can't y'all give them reparations for that since they were slaves? Since them Cherokee, the 5 civilized tribes, did have African slaves, why they can't give them the reparations that Europeans or white folks giving them? Since they had Native American slaves, that went unnoticed. So, like I said, when it comes to reparations, we're going to have to leave some people out. You're going to have to be able to trace both sides of your family back to the American, to freemen and free black people and slaves. And that's going to leave a whole lot of y'all divestors and swirlers out. Because not only y'all going to bring back y'all Latino women, look at Kobe Bryant, prime example of that. And yes, I ain't going to lie, Crystal Swirl did have a great point. She said when he died, where did all Kobe Bryant money went to? All that money. She didn't even give, that bitch didn't even give his mom and his dad money. They had to sell some of his stuff just to get to survive, that bitch at least could have flaked them off 3 or 4 million. You know, that's his mama and daddy. Without the mama and daddy, Kobe Bryant wouldn't even been here to take care of her. But see, that's what happened when you niggas go outside the community. Cause y'all understand why, but y'all still ain't, what the fuck you going over there, the fence, what's that's gonna do? I know y'all listen to BGS and all these niggas talking about leave these Keishas alone and shit. But what's gonna happen if you have wealth? Yeah, you say, well, we don't want our money to go back to that community. So basically, y'all aid in the same communities that y'all that's gonna basically discriminate against us. Y'all aid in them same, y'all niggas aid in them same. Let me say that again. When y'all niggas talk about doing what the black women doing, niggas, y'all doing the same thing. Y'all aid in them same communities that gonna deprive you, our communities in the future, of wealth. That means if you get with a Latino woman and you get with her, 9 times out of 10, she gonna look out for her community. She gonna look out for the Latin community. That's what Kobe Bryant, his wife doing. She looking out for the Latino, the Mexican community, because she was Mexican. The only way them Mexicans and shit get with a black person or anybody, if your ass got money, and they say, okay, he got money, you know, no, he could die and you could take his money and stuff like that. See, they looking out for their interests. Niggas the only one that don't look out for our interests economically and financially, because we too busy trying to divest. We too busy trying to be SYBSB, and all this shit gonna hurt us in the end. I had to look back and be objectively look at this shit, and y'all don't know, all this shit is a war against black people. All this shit is a war against you, this divestment shit, this SYBS shit. Why you think they created this gender war in the fucking first place? This shit was created during the feminist movement, second wave feminism, and it was all this shit is a weapon. Black women are being weaponized against black men, and black men are getting weaponized against black women. It's self-destruction. They don't want you to have no black children. They don't want you to be able to have, because their populations are falling. So now they got to trick not only black women to get abortions, but they got to trick you into saying, oh, you shouldn't want to get with your no black man because they broke and dusty, and us white men got a foot on their neck. Why you want to be with a man that got a foot on his neck by us, and you can be with us? And you got some dumb black nigga bitches who up there riding with that shit, but don't know down the line that's gonna have an effect on them and black women and black men generational down the line. That's how you got your Edgar J. Hoovers. That's how you got your E.D. Du Boises, who basically wanted to rule over black people, with a lot of the other mulattoes who wanted to rule over the what you call the 3% ruling over the 88%. That means ruling over the black people like they royalty and nobility. Meanwhile, they kissing white people ass. Marcus Garvey came over here, E.D. Du Bois and Edgar J. Hoover hurried up and got him exiled out of America. And both of them was working right in with each other. This show you right there, I ain't trying to knock biracial people, but biracial people have been weaponized against us in the past. That's just for what? What's her name? Exotic Code United. That's just for you. Yes, y'all have been weaponized against black people. But no, I think when it comes to reparations and tangibles, you goddamn right, it should be lineage based. Because if it's not, you'll have all kind of people trying to run over across the fence talking about, I'm black too, including a lot of these biracials who didn't want to be associated with black people. You have biracials up here and neo-Nazi white supremacist gangs and shit. They'll run over the goddamn fence if they know they can get some tangible. Hell no. That's why once I'm telling you, you're going to have to divestors and swirlers with white men and white women should not be getting no tangible. No, not at all. I don't give a fuck. And that's the way it should be. Over and out.